Hello, everybody. It is Barbara, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. We're starting off with a little golden singing bell. This charges up me, you, everybody that's listening to this. It's charging up the crystals. It's charging up the cards. It's just charging up the whole world. And we need that. Although, I don't know. Right now, we are experiencing a full strawberry moon, super moon, powerful moon. And I don't know about you, but I had a hard time sleeping the last couple nights. And when I did sleep, I had really weird dreams. So part of it is that moon energy. Yeah, really powerful. That's all I'm going to say. All right, if you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. Your mission is to think of an idea, an issue, or a question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world. And then you can choose a stack. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. You can also choose 2 stacks or all 3 stacks. You're the only one that makes up the rules, so you do what works for you. Each stack is hidden under a box because I'm trying to encourage everybody to use their intuition. And each stack contains 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal. And each stack tells a story, and hopefully it resonates with you and what you asked. All right, today we have this beautiful, monstrous Selenite back here. We've got a clear quartz, we've got Moonstone, we've got more clear quartz, and we've got a rose quartz dragon. My guide said, we got to honor the moon. And Selenite and Moonstone honor the moon, so that's what we're doing. And of course, the clear quartz obelisk, well, that's just an amplifier. That's sending it up and all over the world. All right, so let's get started. If you chose stack number 1, dun dun dun, your stone is Moonstone. Moonstone. This is a rainbow moonstone. And Moonstone is used by healers to stimulate the functioning of the pineal gland and balance internal hormone cycles with nature's rhythms. It's a stone of inner growth and strength. Though often considered to be a woman's stone, it can be beneficial to men in opening the emotional self. So, this is that sacral chakra. It's an excellent stone to use in meditation to help you understand yourself, who you really are. And enhance intuition, promote inspiration, and bring success in love as well as business endeavors. So a good, successful stone. It can also be used during a girl's or woman's moon cycle. It can help balance emotions. If you are trying to get pregnant, this can aid in fertility. So I would put one of these under your mattress, between your mattress and your box spring. The most powerful time to use a moonstone? Right now during a full moon. So this is why this one was chosen for us. I don't choose the crystals. I don't choose the background. I don't choose the decks. My guides do that. And they're saying, yep, we need some powerful moonstone energy because of this full moon. All right, let's just put that right there. Move that out of the way. Your first card is from the Tarot Grand Lux. And we are starting off with some swords. We got the Page of Swords. Oh, swords again. But you know what? If you look at this full moon in Sagittarius, everybody that's writing about what to do with this full moon in Sagittarius is saying it is time to get rid of that stuff that you've been hanging on to. We've had years where we've been told, okay, get rid of everything that does not suit you, that's not for your highest and greatest good. You know what? Almost everybody out there is still clinging on to something. What are you clinging on to? The page is here to give you a message to let things go. Now, what I noticed today is there's a lot of birds in here, and these birds are blue. The blue is the throat chakra. So maybe what you need to get rid of is you need to speak your truth. It's not necessarily physical baggage. It could be you've been holding something in and you need to say it. You need to say, I don't want to be with you anymore. You need to say, this job doesn't suit me anymore. You need to say, you know what? I was traumatized 30 years ago and I need to get that out. So there's something here that you need to get rid of, and it might not be physical baggage, okay? So we're going to add to that a card from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and it's the Three of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card today, there's this man who's standing up high on like a cliff, and he's got his three wands, and he's looking at these ships down below. We are each the master of our own life. Okay? I'm in charge of mine. You are in charge of yours. And a lot of times, okay, if we have an attachment called the spirit of victimhood or victimization, what happens is that spirit wants us to think that we're a victim all the time and things happen to me. I'm not in control. I don't have that effect on my life. Things happen to me and they're outside of my control. This guy is watching all these ships down here below. And what I feel is, wow, look at them. They have ships. Wow, look at them. They have all this stuff. And he's forgetting that he's the master of his life. And so maybe that's part of what this Page of Swords is all about, that it's a reminder that you are the master of your life. You need to stand up for yourself. You are not a victim. Nobody is a victim unless you make yourself be a victim. Okay? You have everything you need in your life to not be a victim. All you have to do is stand up for yourself and say, no, I'm not taking this anymore. A friend of mine asked me yesterday about, people keep asking to borrow money from her. And she says, should I feel, I kind of feel like I'm being used. And I said, you are being used. You need to stop doing it. You need to say, no, you're having problems making ends meet. You need to worry about you and your family. When we say no to somebody, what happens is that person has to figure something out on their own, and they take a step towards being the master of their own life. Okay, so this is all about, you have everything you need. You are the master of your life. Stop looking at everybody else at what they have. It doesn't matter what they have. It doesn't matter what they say or what they have. A lot of times people look at other people and they say, oh, wow, I wish I had that much money. I could have that nice of a car. Maybe that person doesn't have money. Maybe they're deeply in debt. Do you want that? Probably not. So stop looking at what the others have. Stop wishing your life away and become the master of your own universe. You have the power. Remember He-Man? Get out what needs to get out, whether it's you saying something, saying how you feel, or maybe it's getting rid of stuff, and become the master of your own universe. All right, your third card is from the Zodiac Moon deck, and we get Eclipse in Aries. This is card number 25. 2 plus 5 is a 7. This is called collaboration, and if you look at the picture, there's all these hands holding each other. So let's see what Eclipse in Aries says. Card number 25. You are a spiritual being experiencing life in the physical, earthly domain, learning life lessons. Be led by your interests and, above all, love with all your heart. This card can refer to a karmic connection, such as a soulmate or someone you feel drawn to, and signifies that the time is ripe for a business or personal collaboration. Relationships are the fast track to learning at this time. So seek to understand yourself and others if you feel your way is being blocked by them. Show compassion and understanding for those who are unable to understand you. Avoid being reactive. Be proactive instead. Seek a balanced outlook to what is your path in life and what is another's path. Again, talking about the paths, don't worry about what path somebody else is on. That's their path. Don't worry about, am I not as far along as I should be? You are exactly where you're supposed to be today, right now, right this minute. Your paths may intersect, in other words, yours and somebody else's, but need only continue together if the relationship is healthy and mutually supportive. If you have someone in your life and that relationship is not healthy and is not mutually supportive, and that is the key. If that person is lifting you up and you're lifting that person up and it's absolutely glorious, that is a good relationship, or it's a sign of a good relationship. If you're doing all the giving and they're doing the taking, not healthy. No. There needs to be give and give. A relationship is not give and take, it's give and give. So there's collaboration here. There's getting out whatever needs to get out. And there's you becoming the master of your own universe. And we are in a very powerful time right now with this moon. So why not start today? All right. That was stack number 1, super powerful. And let's go on to stack number 2. Okay, your stone in stack number 2 is jet. Jet, it's really lightweight. It almost doesn't feel real, but it's really lightweight because it's fossilized organic matter. So it kind of looks like coal, and it's used as a healing stone. Its energies are protection, purification, power, and healing. It draws out negative energy and alleviates unreasonable fears. Jet promotes taking control of your life, kind of like what was going on in stack number 1. One of our themes today might be taking control of your life. It balances mood swings, alleviates depression, brings stability and balance, cleanses the base or root chakra, and stimulates the rise of the Kundalini force. It can help you stabilize finances and protect you during business pursuits. So, maybe keep this one with if you have a checkbook or, something maybe where you pay your bills at home, keep one of these with that. If you're starting up a business, put this with your business papers. It can help release stored pain and locked up feelings. It can also help treat migraines, epilepsy, colds, heal stomach pain, cleanse the liver and kidneys, and increase virility. It's also really good for menstrual cramps. So everybody should be having one of these. Carry it on your body, have it with your stuff. Have them everywhere. Your first card is from the Tarot Grand Luxe. And dun dun dun, more swords. This is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so they said that the full moon right now is all about getting rid of that which no longer serves us. Well, swords. Swords. So this card to me, it's when I look at a card, I go with my feeling. Okay, I'm not analyzing the picture because I would get the same exact reading every time. So I go with my heart. What is my heart saying? What are my guides saying? So I'm just going to point out that there's 3 people in this picture. You've got this warrior here. He's got 1 sword in this. Actually, he's got 2 swords in this hand. He's got a sword in this hand, ready to use it. And then here we've got somebody that is either exhausted or dying. They're dying. There's a pike through them. I was thinking that was behind, but nope, that's through them. So this person's dying and this person's dead. So what the message I'm getting is, which one are you? Are you the one that's actually living? And that's a fair question. Are you living, or are you just surviving or existing? 5 is all about change. And what I feel from this is we have to make the change in our lives. We make the change. I was talking to Stack 1 about how we are not victims. And here we need to stand up. We need to stand up even if we're exhausted and we're not even living because we're just existing. We got to stand up and take charge of our lives. In the last couple years, so many people have kowtowed to the system and have forgotten that they are very powerful. You, listening to this right now, are very powerful. You have the power to change your life for the better. So don't kowtow to your neighbors, your family, or the system. Stand up. If you have to, grab a sword or 3 or however many, and just say, no, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm changing my life for the better. Now, this does not mean go out on a rampage. It means you change your life for the better. Stand up for yourself. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm standing up for myself. Whatever that means to you. It could be in a relationship. It could be at work. It could be whatever. You got to stand up for yourself. Next, we're going to get a card from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And yeah, it's the day for it. More swords. Here's the King of Swords. So I was saying that we need to stand up for ourselves. Once you stand up for yourself, you do become the master of your own life. You become the king. I got all these swords, and you know what? I am darn proud of it. Look at all these swords on my wall. And I've mastered them all. And nobody is going to push me around anymore. Not at work, not in my family, not my neighbors. Nobody's going to push me around. Because I know who I am. I know I'm powerful, and I work for the highest and greatest good of all. Once you work for the highest and greatest good of all, good things come to you. Because you're not being selfish and egotistical. You are working for the best, the highest and greatest good of all, for the collective. Okay? So stand up, start living, stop being like this. Okay? You're not just existing, you're not just surviving. Make yourself actually live. Feel alive. Do what you have to feel alive. It's time. Wake up. Because then you're going to become the master of your own life, and ain't nobody taking you down. All right, we are going to add to that a card from the Zodiac Moon deck, and we get Sun in Libra. This is the Harmony card. And, I was talking about we need to feel alive. Here it says, enjoy life with music, love, and romance. Well, maybe that's how you're going to feel alive. This is card number 7. 7 means you're on the right path. Now in stack number 1, we had card number 25, which also added up to 7. So we got a 7 and a 7. So this is harmony. This is a time to enjoy life, to love, and to indulge in a little luxury, music, dance, and romance. This card can also point to a particular relationship. The key to success lies in finding and maintaining peace and harmony with the people around you. A new relationship or friendship may be in the air as well. Welcome and usher love into your life. Nurture and treat kindly those who enter your life, but be discerning about who merits your deeper affection and who doesn't. Look at matters in a balanced light. When romance is in the air, it's twice as important to seek perspective, as romantic love has wings and can overrule your head. You know, love is deaf, dumb, blind, and stupid. There's that saying. We make decisions when we're in love that we would never make when we're not in love, because we're in this really high frequency. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that, but just be discerning. And you know, you can always ask a friend, hey, you know, I'm really in love and I need to make this decision. What do you think? And if they just look at you and shake their head, yeah, that's probably not the thing to do. Collaboration and seeking agreement with those close to you will be necessary for the success of a fresh venture or project. However, care must be taken to avoid relationships that are mere stepping stones to attain another unrelated goal. Honesty and transparency in relationships are required to ensure that balance, peace, and harmony prevail. This card might also signify an important decision. Care must be taken to base decisions on facts and to research your circumstances carefully. Once you do, a harmonious outcome is likely. So, figure out what you got to do to actually feel alive, bring some passion into your life, master all your swords so you can be the master of your universe, and then live life in harmony. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And then you've got this jet for a healer. Awesome. Okay. Singing bell. That was stack number 2. Let's get going on stack number 3. If you chose stack number 3, your stone is Selenite. Just like that great big one back there, we've got this small chunk. Named after Selene, the ancient moon goddess. Exchanged between lovers, it will help bring about reconciliation. It can help you access angelic guidance. It is also known for its ability to rapidly shift blocked energy, clear away negative energy, and lessen or remove emotional turmoil and confusion. I have selenite, let's just say, in a lot of places in my house, because I want to live in a high frequency, and I'm very grateful that the selenite will absorb that low frequency energy. So I have it everywhere but the bathroom, because you don't want this to get wet. It does degrade if it gets wet. Another place that's really good to put it is if you take one of these small chunks and put it in your pillowcase, like down in the corner. That's really good. Or even a bigger chunk, like that, under your bed. It'll help you sleep. So selenite can also help you see the bigger picture and strengthen your decision-making process. It can make you much more aware of all things around you. Meditating with selenite can help to expand your sense of spirituality and increase your telepathic ability. It is also good for any skeletal issues, aligning the spine, decreasing epilepsy and seizures. So anything associated with bones. This can also be teeth, fingernails, toenails. Selenite can help with all that. It is associated with the crown chakra. And the great thing about selenite is it will clear other stones that are placed on it. So right now, not that dragon needed it, but that dragon's getting cleared out. So are these as well. So really good for a lot of things. All right. Your first card is from the Tarot Grand Lux. And you're not going to believe this, but you get more swords. In the Tarot Grand Lux, we've had swords 3 times now. So that is the universe trying to give us a message. Like, are you paying attention? Hello, you have swords that you haven't dealt with. I was just talking with somebody yesterday, and she was talking about her daughter, and who's a grown-up now, and how she hasn't dealt with trauma from 10 years ago. Well, we all need to deal with that, because if you're dragging that along, it only hurts you. It only hurts you. So figure out what you have to do to deal with it, and deal with it in a positive way. Meditating, going out in nature, just crying and speaking it out loud. There's things that we need to get out. And if you don't get it out, it makes you physically sick, because you're holding that in. So this is the Two of Swords, and she's got this fabric over her eyes that's connected to the swords. And it's like what my guides are saying is, you're only fooling yourself. You're only hiding this stuff from yourself. So open your mouth. She's got this blue stone in her throat chakra. She obviously needs to communicate. She's holding the swords. She's holding the fabric over her eyes. She's only fooling herself. Let's see what we're going to add to that from the Radiant Rider-Waite. So once you get rid of your swords, not get rid of them, but deal with them, hang them up on the wall like a beautiful collection, and go, yeah, you know what? I went through that trauma and that trauma and that trauma. Guess what? Strength card. The Strength card almost always, not always, but almost always shows a woman with a lion. The lion represents your fears and traumas. So once you face your fears, once you face and deal with your traumas, you've made it. You've looked the lion in the mouth. I mean, look at her. She's it looks like she's petting the lion, and the lion's going, like a dog would. She's got the infinity symbol over her head. That's her connection to Great Spirit, God, Creator, Source. She's all in white. And she's wearing flowers and leaves, which, this is all purity. And it's like being reborn. Once you face all your traumas, you do become reborn, because you've let go of all the heavy chains that you've been dragging around. The ball and chain. If you think about every traumatic event in your life as a ball on a big heavy chain, like a big cast iron ball on a big cast iron chain, and you're dragging all those around. You ever wonder why you feel tired, exhausted, like your soul is exhausted? Well, that's why. Stop dragging that stuff around. Rip the cloth off from your eyes, speak your truth, put your darn swords down, and feel free again. Face your dragon. Face your lion. Face your fears. Maybe you do need to face the dragon. Dragons are my best friends now. Once you deal with your fears, the lion becomes your best friend. And now you have a great protector. Seriously, it works that way. Okay, so we're going to add a card from the Zodiac Moon deck, and we get this beautiful card. Eclipse in Taurus, Reevaluation. This is card number 26. That's an 8. So we went 7, 7, 8. Let's see, 26. A turning point in your life will revolve around changing values or a change of heart. See, and that's what we were talking about right here is you need to make this change. You need to put this stuff down. You need to stand up for yourself. That's the theme in today's stacks. You need to stand up for yourself and deal with your traumas. And then and face your fears and traumas, and you will become reborn. This is your change, because you're changing your heart. You're standing up for yourself. You're putting yourself first. And this is not in a selfish way. This is filling your cup. When your cup is filled, you can help others better. As your values and goals change, so will the way you approach your activities and even the people in your environment. Be prepared to reevaluate many areas of your life, not least your approach to finances and the people you love. Your sensitivities may surface at this time. Boy, I don't know about you, but with the solar flares that are coming in and then this super strawberry moon, I've been really sensitive. It's important to work out where your values lie, or a financial or personal matter may drain your energy. A shared venture, collaboration, or partnership will benefit from careful appraisal, as your emotions may distract you from the subtleties of your circumstances. Take time out to reassess your business and personal ties. You may feel strongly about someone or about a principle, but is this overshadowing practicalities and your own values? It is possible at this time that you put someone else's concerns above your own, or that you are subject to manipulation. If so, you must boost your self-worth and quietly assert your values and take the time to reassess your principles and a financial circumstance. You may attempt to gain a sense of stability or certainty in life through someone else or through a financial circumstance. You may stake all your efforts on one principle or cause. You must learn how to avoid overcommitting to one idea or obsessing over it, and learn how to establish peace of mind and stability in life, even while your goals or values change. So there's some kind of change coming, which I'm putting out there for you, that you are going to stand up for yourself. You're going to put all this stuff down, and you are going to be the strength card. And you're going to do it with love. You're going to do it with love. But you gotta love yourself. And that is the key. You gotta love yourself, not in a selfish, egotistical way, but just as a filling your cup way. Because I know when I love myself, I have a higher frequency and I can help many more people. If I'm feeling down, I can't help anybody. So I got to help myself, pull myself up so I can help others. All right, that was stack number 3. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. I love you guys. You're the reason I do this. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, and divine health. And I know you're worthy of all good things. Do you? And you deserve all good things too. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.